Good morning, possums. This is Maggie back with your readings, and I've got 2 or 3 sets of cards mixed up together, which isn't a good thing, but it's pretty much like what I do. Okay, so let's have a look at what we've got happening for our Capricorn persons today. Hey, look out. Capricorn, the world's at your feet. It's like you can do anything now. This is your time to go, wow. It's like some of the changes around are being forced upon you in the nicest possible way, but it's still a matter of you having major choices and major decisions and a major role to play in making things work for you. At this time, there are no rights and no wrongs. There are only choices and directions that you need to have a look at and see what you can make workable in a better possible way for you. This is about making your life not only acceptable but joyous. This is about opening the doors to challenging things that have stood in your way, little things, annoying things. It's like, hey, this is my time for change. This is my roller coaster. This is my ride, So it's like, it's about dumping everything else, and it's about allowing this new change and this new progression, a new way of seeing things, doing things, feeling things to come in and happen. I'm just moving the computer around here so I don't have a heart attack, possums. Okay, let's have a look what our Aquarians of the universe are up to. Oh my gosh. Goodness me, do we have to be so judgmental about ourselves at this time? Can we not just go with the flow? Can we not just say, well, look, hey, this is how it is? And no. Hun, Aquarius is the lover of the universe, of the zodiac. Can you just get off your high horse? Stop being so hard on yourself. Back up a little bit. Let the passion that's running through you loose in other things and in other directions, and let it enhance your life instead of you sitting back there going, the more you bitch, there's only one person who gets hurt in this, and that's yourself. Basically, dump the bitching, get on with life, move forward, enjoy, move this passion that you have at the moment into working for you, rather than sitting there commiserating what you haven't got. Count your blessings and have a look at what you have got, hon. You're doing all right. Aries. Oh dear. Look, this has been brewing for a while. I'm feeling Aries. It's like things have been in the background, and it's like, oh yeah, well, now it's time to say something. Think twice before opening your gob. Sometimes we react in anger and we say things we don't mean. At this stage, though, you're going to say things you do mean, but things that you've kept buried inside. And because they've been buried and bottled up, they tend to come out rather abruptly and rather different from what you intended. So for now, okay, sort it out. But count before you open your mouth and say things. Make sure you've got a clear handle on exactly what it is you want to say and exactly how you want to say it, but more importantly about how you want it to be heard. Sometimes what we say is not heard how we intend it. That's what you need to be sure of at this stage, to make sure people are hearing you. I've got itchy skin for some reason. It is hot here, so it's maybe a little bit humid. Okay, let's have a look at our Pisceans. Oh, this is time to hold your hand out, hun. And, it's time for payback. It's time for some good things in your life. But you have to be open to receive them. Sometimes it's the hardest thing for Pisceans to do is to receive back the benefits that they've earned. It's really easy to give. The hardest thing we can possibly do is open our hearts to receive, and this particularly for Pisceans is a difficult situation. Now, darlings, you're going to have to be open to new ideas and new directions and to trying new things, even if that new thing that you're going to be trying is, just something new to eat. It's about new directions, new ideas. It's about opening these doors to new experiences. And okay, sometimes Pisceans can be a little bit, oh, yes, I like this, has always been this way, this is how it has to be done. Not how it has to be done, sweetheart. Make the changes slowly. If it's getting out of bed a different side, or having something different for breakfast, introduce something different every day into your life at this stage. Taurus. Taurus, this is a two-way street here. Yes, for some of you things will be looking a bit bleak. However, not as bleak as you think they are. This is about looking at what is working in your life, what you do have to be grateful for, what you do have to be thankful for. But it's also about cutting ties that are parasitic. People who are living on you, who are feeding off you, who give nothing in return. You know, this is a time when you've got to learn to deal with what cripples you in your life. What makes you dependent? Is it emotional dependence? Is it physical dependence? Is it mental dependence? What is crippling you? And once you discover what is crippling you, you can look for a way and a direction to deal with that. Because something or some situation is crippling to us doesn't mean that we gather a crutch and stay with that situation. We look for a method and a way to heal that situation, to allow it to flow through. That's what you must do now, sweetheart. Okie dokie. Let's see what Gem's up to. Oh, look out. The sun's about to shine. This is about whole piles of new things, darling. It's about new beginnings, starting over. It's about the sun shining in on your life. It's about joy and happiness. But you know, you're the only one who can open that door and let that joy and happiness in. And if you let it in for yourself, then you can, in time, let it in for others. This is about being the best you can because you can. It's about taking time out to have some fun, to just let the child within out to play. It's about time to enjoy your life. This is a new start in enjoyment. Let it happen. Okie dokie. Cancerians. Okay, full steam ahead. Plans are in action. You've got the idea in your head. You're standing on your 2 feet and you're standing up to people. Well, look out. This battle charge is in full swing. And it's about time. This is time for not holding back. This is a time to just go for it. This is what I want. This is the objective. These are the steps I have to take to make it and get there. Hey, just get on that horse and ride, hon, because you can. Everything you do now, give it your heart, give it your soul, and you're on the run home. You're on a winner, hon. Keep with it. Where's our Leos of the zodiac? Leo, you know you can't always be boss, but you can always try. This is also about learning your strength, knowing what your strengths are and what works for you. Okay? It's about what works for you. It's about standing in your own power. And if that power is just, you know, hey, this is my space, move out of it, so be it. This is about standing in your own strength and your own power. But it's also about holding out your hand to allow others to assist, to allow direction, to allow information to come from you. Because you stand in your own power, it's your choice what you do with that information. But don't shoot the messenger, darling. Listen to the information that's coming through and then decide a course of action on it. It's a good place to be. Just don't chop yourself off so that you're isolated in your ivory tower. Okay? Sharing. Virgo. Oh dear. Virgo, well, the fallout was bound to happen. I feel most of the fallout around you at the moment, the drama, the crash, the bang, it's happened. It's been brewing, it's done its deed. Now you're in clear up, fix it all together, pull everything back into line. And when this happens, You're going to be able to see a much clearer direction. You're going to see what is and is not a good thing in your life. And you know what? There's a big sigh of relief at the end of this, because you're going to be able to see that you've been holding on to an illusion, or you've been holding on to some fantasy element, and from here on in you're going to be able to move forward with peace and a lot of joy and openness in your heart. This is a good place to come from, babe. Libra. Okay, Libra, what's happening in the world of Libra? Again, full steam ahead. But Librans, at this time, it's about putting new plans into action. This is about laying the groundwork. This isn't the home run for Librans. This is like the beginning of the charge. It's like when you can do new courses, follow new directions, open new doors. But it's like take advantage of those doors and hold your best strength in your hand, because you do. You're the strongest, most determined person that you can be right now. So it's like there's a lot of things coming around you and a lot of doors opening. Hun, jump right in and take advantage of every single thing that's offered to you at this time. Why? Well, 'cause you can. Okie dokie. Right, now where's our Scorpio? Look, goodness sake, don't give in to despair. Don't give in to, oh my God, what am I going to do now? Or, oh my God, it's doom and gloom. Oh my God, it's just a passing phase. All things pass. This is what you're going through now, and you need to learn to deal with situations that aren't to your liking without going into that big, dark, deep bog of despair. Remember always, where thoughts go, actions follow. And if you're feeling down and your thoughts are all like, oh my God, I'm not going to do this, or I'm not going to be able to do this, and this isn't going to, well, hello, guess what? You'll get what you ask for. But this is about looking. It's about lifting your head out of your hands. It's about seeing what you have instead of closing off to what's around you. In your head is all the negative stuff, all the yuck stuff, all what if and what about this and what about that and what about that. If you open those hands and look down, what are you going to see? In this picture you see the roses on the bed. You see light, you see colour, you see change, you see information. You also see the zodiac signs. So what this gives you is like, yeah, okay, this is for now, but within the cycle of seasons, there's a lot of change coming. But you have to take your hands out of your face, see it, and move with it. So you're at a point where you can make a choice. You can either give in to the dark, black despair, or you can pull those hands from in front of your face, see what's there, and then work with what you've got. Okay? Oh, last but not least, our beloved Sagittarius. Sag is a very strong, powerful place to be at the moment. But it's also quite a lonely place, because Sagittarians now are tending to sit back and analyze their life. They're holding on to seeing how to open new directions, seeing how to open doorways. Doesn't mean they're ready to do them right now. What they're doing is looking at possibilities, but they're sitting back. This is a time to sit back and look within. It's about time to rejoice and celebrate the good things that have happened in your life. It's also a time to release, to let go. It's a very strong emotional time for Sagittarians right now. And sometimes when Sagittarians get hurt, they go so deep within, they turn their face from the world. Sag, it's time to turn your face back to the world now, because it's what you've got, hun. And turning yourself forward to seeing new directions, new ideas. It's like turn your face the other way towards the future, sweetheart. The past is done. It's given you what you needed. It's given you whatever lesson you needed to learn. It's now time to turn around and look for new directions and new ideas. and put some of them in action. Okay? Well, bless you all, and I will be back really, really soon, I promise. Bless